Good afternoon. Good afternoon. As usual, I'm gonna wait a little bit before I get into it. But I hope we are all good. Hope we're all well. So yeah, this live's, although I do go off topic sometimes, this live's going to be about yeah, just my 46, well, one day 46 now of a juice cleanse. So I'm just going to take you into that and how that has been in comparison to my previous 200 days that I've done before. Good afternoon, Lou, hope you're well. And yeah, just the differences, what's been going on, how's my body been, how's my mentality been, my mental state, how have I still been working, do I have energy, do I not have energy, and I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you may have as well. And I know that most people that follow me probably are aware of fasting or have dabbled into fasting, and then there may be some people that have never done it before or not too sure about it, and I'm kind of here just to kind of open your mind and yeah, just get into it and just share what I know, share what I've experienced, share all that good stuff. I will save this live so you can watch it back if you decide to watch it later or whatever, or if you're busy. So yeah, so this started off as not an intuitive at all. It wasn't intuitive. It was more of a spontaneous fast. My partner wanted to do a fast, do a cleanse, so I thought, oh, I may as well do it as well. So I kind of carried on and she got up to, I think she did 10 days, and then I kind of just continued to keep going. And I realized that the last time I'd done a long extended cleanse was my 200-day juice fast, and after then I did kind of play around with dry fasting, a few days here and there of juicing, still was juicing but incorporating foods as well. As I've been on my raw plant-based journey, I've also had cooked foods as well. So my food consumption has been pretty scattered, just kind of fine-tuning, getting it narrowed down, which has been a good journey within itself. So yeah, so then now I'm here, it's day 46. All of a sudden it's gone super fast, and I guess as well because I wasn't really counting any days, that's why it's probably gone so fast as well. But so many differences, so many changes since the first fast that I've ever done, which was the long extended 200 days. When I first did that one, I had a juicer. I had a centrifugal juicer, which is if you know what that is, that's one of the faster juicers. So the blades spin around really fast, which does cause your juices to oxidize much faster. Typically, like within 15 minutes, they start to oxidize, so you'll lose a lot of the nutrients. So it will be better to, if you do have a centrifugal juicer, then it will be better to, if you're at home or yeah, when you want to have the juice, then just to juice it and then drink it straight away. Whereas you have the masticated juicers, which I now have, which I've had for a couple of years now, which is a slow grinding juicer, which you're able to extract a whole lot more from the produce that you put into it. And in terms of like greens, like it can just juice it real good. and you get a lot of juice from that. And those typically last between 3 to 5 days, although I think I store my juices for about 2 days max, and then yeah, I'll consume them. So that's one massive difference, because even with that, although you're doing a good thing by, you know, you're stopping the consumption of eating foods, so you're giving your digestive system a rest to be able to do some healing and stuff. But the downfall of my first juice fast was obviously because I was using a centrifugal juicer. The nutrients that were in the juices I probably wasn't getting, well, I wasn't getting as much as I am now, and I'm getting like 2 to 3 times more the juice than I was originally as well. So that makes a huge difference. Also, when I'd done my first juice fast, I already kind of knew about doing enemas, but I thought, I was kind of playing around with the idea. I don't know if I wanted to do it or not, and I've seen so much information. I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna have to do it, because I've got so far into my cleanse. It'll be a real shame if I kind of not cut it short, but not give my body the most optimal environment to do the cleansing that it needed to do. So from day 50 I decided to start doing enemas, because I had the idea of doing a colonic, which I did later on. I think I did it at like day 150. So yeah, from day 50 onwards I started doing enemas. I think it was pretty regular. I think I was doing them like every other day or so. That's that. And then I was also taking some tinctures from Robert Morse. If you don't know who Robert Morse is, then I'd highly recommend you do a research on Robert Morse. So I was taking those tinctures, and I don't think I was taking capsules, but yeah, even my juices were a bit like the combinations of the juices. I was playing around with it. I didn't really know what I was doing. So I think when I first started, I kind of just threw myself in there, had an idea. That's what I usually do. I have an idea of something and I just go for it. So yeah, that was pretty much my protocol then. So yeah, the juices with the centrifugal juicer, the tinctures, the enemas, and I just kept going on that journey. Whereas now it's like completely different. One, I've obviously incorporated a lot of detoxification protocols since then, playing around with dry fasting, playing around with water fasting, playing around with raw foods, also growing my own foods, making fermented foods, still doing enemas, making my own tinctures, make my own capsules, also done lemon cleanse, done undiluted lemon cleanse. So like I have a wealth of information and knowledge now, so that I'm able to kind of jump into things, jump out of things, know how to speed things up, know how to slow things down, because I'm just playing around in my own vessel. So yeah, so this time now it's completely different. One, I have a masticating juicer. That's a big deal. And then 2, I've been taking fermented juices, so it has a lot of probiotics, prebiotics in there, a lot of minerals. That's helped a lot. The enemas helped a lot. Taking herbal teas helped a lot. Colon massages helped a lot. And I think because my body's in a whole different position than when I first started juice fasting, I think my body's just adapted quite a lot. And yes, so I lost 2 stone the first time I did a fast, my 200 days. I lost 2 stone, and which is 24 pounds, I think it is. Yeah. Whereas now I weighed myself this morning, and in those 45 days I've lost 5 pounds of waist. I'll probably push it up a little bit. I'll say about 8 pounds maybe, because I've had liquids as well. So that's that. I've also incorporated dry fasting during this fast as well, which, you know, amplifies the whole detoxification. But I wouldn't recommend anyone do it if you've never done that before, and I wouldn't recommend you doing it if you're probably going through some like health issues or taking medication or whatever. Not to say that it's gonna be bad for you, but obviously you need to be a bit mindful when you're doing stuff like that. Although we're not told to be mindful when we're taking certain foods and things that have a whole lot of chemicals in there, but that's a whole nother story. So yeah, but feel good. Lost a little bit of weight in my face. You probably wouldn't be able to tell, but yeah, lost a little bit of weight in my face, my belly. Although my belly wasn't big before, but obviously I can tell. So yeah, I'm a lot more leaner. I haven't worked out at all, but for me this time it's like, yeah, like really playing around with everything I know. I've got some clays, like that's a whole other thing, like clays, implementing clays into this protocol that I'm doing for myself. The clays are like a whole different ball game. Takes your detoxification to a whole another level. Then, you know, you got your bentonite clay, which everybody knows about, but when you then start to use the psyllium husk with the 3 clays that I'm using, things are coming out, things are being pulled out, things have no choice but to leave the body. So yes, it's been good. It's been really, really good. Bear with me one moment. So yeah, it's been good. It's been really, really good. And for me, I was speaking to my partner. I was saying to her that since the first time I done my juice fast, and even before then, because my weight has fluctuated quite a lot, because there was a period of time where I was going to the gym and I was trying to bulk up. This was when, was I plant-based then? This was before I was even plant-based, and then obviously I feel like I've done a lot of damage to my colon. And as we all know, well, as many may know or may not know, that a lot of your diseases and discomforts and problems start from the gut. So I feel like I've done a lot of damage to my gut, and I feel like that's also played a major role in me not being able to probably utilize the foods that I'm eating. So all the nutrients that I'm getting from my foods, I don't think I was able to utilize them as well as I have been. And I feel like since doing this cleanse, I'm really taking out a lot of stuff that's kind of resetting that whole gut microbiome. You know, taking the fermented juices is helping that as well quite a lot. So it'll be interesting that when I do finish, just to see how my body's adapting and see how my body's able to utilize the foods that I'm eating a lot more. And I do believe that well, this has already happened, because even when I've been eating raw, I feel like I'm not eating as much as I used to eat when I first started to what I am now, and my body's been able to definitely adapt to those changes, which has been good. But yeah, I look forward to seeing how my body responds to being able to utilize the foods that I'm eating, like better absorption and stuff, so that's important. So yeah, that's pretty much the update. And I thought, well, I haven't jumped on live for maybe a week or so I thought, let me jump on and give an update on what's been going on. But yeah, energy wise, like, energy's always been good. When I'm fasting, energy's fine. As I've said, there's been days when I've been dry, I've just had nothing at all, and I've been fine. I do notice the difference in like my energy levels, in the sense of I'm not so like sporadic with my energy, and I'm a bit more reserved. So I know that I got a tank. I don't want to overexert myself. I want to kind of be more laid back. I want to be chilled. I want to, you know, I don't need to do too much. But overall, like, my energy is fine, totally fine. So yeah, there's no problems with my energy. I've never really had a problem with my energy, to be honest. Sleep wise, I think I've been sleeping a little less, because obviously my body's not it's not obvious, but my body's not digesting or trying to break down foods, because I bypassed that by juicing it. So that's that. So sleep, energy, what I've been doing, and what else? I feel like I've probably missed a few other bits out of like this protocol that I've been doing, but anyway, I've been making capsules and smashing down the capsules. Loads of different, I've got a whole thing. Like in the morning I take particular capsules to do the cleaning, the sweeping. Then in the afternoon I take more of my greens, the rebuilders, the bulky stuff. And then in the night time I'll do another sweep. But before I do the sweep will be at the very, very end of the night, the last thing at night. But before the sweep, what have I been doing? I've been taking, yeah, some other capsules. But what I was gonna say was, oh, I've also been taking sea moss gel. I've been making my own sea moss and mixing it into my juices. So that's been good as well. So yeah, I've been doing a whole lot of things. That's definitely contributing towards, I guess, the comfortability of this cleanse. And yeah, I don't intend to go super long or anything like that, but I've been enjoying it, and it's convenient because it's coming up to my birthday soon. My birthday's next week, and yeah, it's nice to tie in a cleanse around your birthday. So yeah, I am a Sagittarius. But yeah, I think that's all. I think that's all I've got to report. But yeah, if you have any questions, then yeah, do reach out. I understand that my posts and stuff are not getting the reach anymore, and I probably know why, but it's all good. Who's meant to see will see, until the algorithm's probably back on my side again, which it may or may not. But I do have a YouTube channel where I put all my videos there as well, and I think I'm gonna move over to another platform to share my content that's a bit more free. But yeah, until next time, I hope you're all good, I hope you're all well. Stay safe, stay well, and yeah. Oh, last thing. I didn't even talk about one of the main things, the elimination. So yes, I've lost 5 pounds of waste. It's definitely waste. I see what's coming out. I've documented what's coming out. I've taken pictures of what's coming out. There's some old gnarly stuff that's come out. There's probably some stuff that didn't come out from the very, very first time that I did my juice fast, because I just know I'm getting deeper and deeper with the things that I'm using. So yeah, some like old, hard, solid stuff. And I know it's like hard to fathom, like, how can you still have more waste in you when you've done it for such a long period of time? I ain't here trying to sell you a 3-day cleanse. This is a lifestyle, and you gotta realize that when you've been eating a particular way for a particular amount of time, there are consequences, and those consequences being a backed up system, and you truly can't believe how deep this goes. And only when you've taken yourself on the journey and you see what's coming out of you, that's when you'll be like, oh, that's when the light bulb moment comes. But until then, I don't think you will have that light bulb moment until you've taken yourself on that journey. Taking yourself on that journey, implementing enemas while you're on the journey, seeing the stuff come out. Because I always get people messaging me saying, oh my gosh, I can't believe what's come out of me, I'm telling you, it's a real thing. So yeah, and mucoid plaque is a real thing. You don't have to, it's not just about people think it's just bentonite clay and the psyllium husk that's binding it all together. Yes, I understand that that element of it, but I've eliminated mucoid plaque the first time I did a cleanse, and I also removed mucoid plaque on this time around as well. So obviously, either one, it had been accumulating since I was messing around in my foods, or it was there from the very first time and I just didn't sweep it out, because there's things that can get stuck in pockets. So yeah, when I eat cooked food, then I think things get plugged in there. So yeah, when I've been messing around with the cooked foods and raw foods, and yeah, I think things have got plugged in, but that was ages ago. And yeah, it's real, it's actually real. So yeah, until you've taken yourself on the journey and you see there's still stuff coming out after 3 days but you haven't eaten, after 10 days and you haven't eaten, after 20 days and you ain't eaten, after 30 days and you ain't eaten, after 40 days and you ain't eaten, after 50 days and you ain't eaten. Even when I got to 200 days, there was still stuff. So yeah, it just depends on how deep you want to go. And yeah, if you've not got a life battling, you know, health condition or anything like that, you can play around, it's fun. Like, I enjoy it, I actually enjoy it. I like to experiment. I feel like I'm a scientist. Like, I got my journal pad and I'm just like putting things together and I'm experimenting. I love it, I actually do love it. So I find it fun. But for someone that's going through something, then obviously I can see how it may not be fun. But trust me, you might think that you don't have anything, you might think that you look good on the outside, body's in shape. If you're a woman, you got, you know, you're looking good in all these places, and if you're a guy, you're looking good in all these places, and like, you know, got no spots and my skin's immaculate and this and that and da. But trust me, believe me when I say it, believe me when I say it, yes, you might be all good now, but there's a cause and effect for everything. And that's why, you know, God forbid this happens to nobody, but this is why when people pass away, people are like, but they look so healthy though. This is why. So on that note, I'm gonna leave it here, I'm gonna leave it there. Enjoy the rest of your day, and yes, you'll see me on the next video, whenever that will be. But yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. If I can get off.